Can stress or stresses of these types eventually lead to cancer? That's an interesting question. There's a lot of new evidence that suggests that constant, unrelenting stress sets up and does affect the immune system. It becomes less capable of regulating the growth of our cells, and cancer basically is uncontrolled growth. That's a line of research that many colleagues are exploring. They see this issue of health and illness as having a lot to do with stress and particularly the effect on the immune system, which is combating the bacteria and viruses that are around us all the time. This may be a microcosm of the battle of life, I might say. What is the role of diet, especially salt, which we hear so much about as a causative factor in the development of hypertension? You have been emphasizing stress. Does any element of diet play a part? Except for the people who have serious heart damage to begin with, salt plays a small part. Those people need to restrict their salt diets. The people many physicians put on low-salt diets are people with heart damage where the extra salt causes an extra load on the heart. Weight can be important. The heavier you are, the harder the heart has to work. Which is most damaging to us, diet, weight, or stress? If I were to choose the one factor in this, I'd say stress is the most common cause of hypertension, with at least 50% of the individuals who do not have an organic cause with their blood pressure. After you have examined hundreds of thousands of people, you only find 10 or 20% who have physical damage or blockage of the arteries, as opposed to the large percentage of stress-induced disorders or diseases. Our research and diagnostic tools are pretty sophisticated now. It's not like it was 50 years ago, when you just took a person's pulse and looked into the eyes. Where there is no organic cause for those suffering from hypertension, can anything other than drugs be used to reduce it? We have found where there is no organic cause that a good 30 to 40% of them can reduce their medication by 50% or more through biofeedback retraining and counseling. That's a rough indication of how much stress is a major factor in hypertension. Exercise would be the second major factor. People need to exercise physically. This makes them healthier, and they can handle their own blood flow and circulation better, thereby affecting a reduction in blood pressure.